writing this book is killing my sleep schedule.
Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah Lebrot, and today's video is a writing vlog that we'll be covering at days 4, 5, and 6 of April Camp NaNoWriMo, where it really started to settle in how absolutely incredible evening writing is for me. And when I say evening writing, I mean like past midnight writing, but how much that absolutely kills my sleep schedule. Without further ado, let's get into it. Well, good morning and happy Easter, aka April 4th, and I just finished up a 20-minute writing sprint out by the pool, and in 20 minutes I got 610 words, meaning that I have started the day off very, very well. I did notice when I was really getting in the zone, I kept looking off into the distance while my fingers were just typing, because I would get distracted if I would look back at my computer, whereas if I would just zone out and look off, it seemed like I could just type the story that was coming to my head without overthinking it, and I think that's so cool. So I started the day at 32,047 words, and I'm gonna see how many words I can write today. I do have a number in mind that I would like to hit, but I also am very aware that that is a very high number, and today is Easter and I'll be with family, and I don't want to pressure myself, but I also just want to get a lot done. So I'm going to just try and probably pick a number of writing sprints I want to try and do today instead of the amount of words I want to get done. I would like to do 5 or 6 writing sprints at the very least, preferably not shorter than 15 minutes, but we will just see what happens with the rest of the day. It's 12:30 in the morning. I just finished a 25-minute writing sprint, and I just realized that I wrote 863 words in 25 minutes. That's wild. Oh my gosh. I don't know when I've ever written this fast. That was, I want to say unheard of, but apparently it's not anymore. I didn't realize I was getting so in the zone in that sprint. I was also writing kind of an emotional scene, which was really fun, but it was an unexpected emotional scene. That was also my 4th sprint of the day. I did end up doing 2 10-minute sprints earlier, and I'm going to at least try to do one more sprint in a couple minutes here before I go to bed. Okay, so I just finished a 45-minute writing sprint, and during that 45-minute writing sprint, I ended up writing 1,364 words, meaning that I did accomplish 5 writing sprints today, but something that shocked me is that I only ended up writing for a total of 1 hour and 50 minutes, but I wrote 3,372 words in that 1 hour and 50 minutes. I've noticed the past couple days that I've been doing a couple of things that have made me write faster or feel like I'm writing faster, and one of those things is that my brain seems to be thinking about these scenes in mostly chronological order. But what I mean by that is that when I'm starting a scene, sometimes I'm writing for a little bit, and then I'll jump forward a couple paragraphs or so to dialogue or something else that's just a little bit further into the scene, and then I will just leave myself a line, start writing that. I'll leave myself another line and then jump to the next part that my brain is thinking about. And then kind of when I've gone through and written out the stuff that's been happening in my head, then my brain seems to weave them back together, and then I go back up to the first blank that I left myself in that scene that I'm working on, and then I go through and patch them together, which is interesting because it's almost like I'm writing in chronological order in the same style of writing out of chronological order like I have previously to this book. I also want to mention that I was really, really tired earlier at around 1,000 words today. I just wanted to hit 2,000 words and then I was gonna go to bed. And then getting to 2,000 words was kind of tricky, and my brain wasn't totally in it. And then I hit 2,000 words for the day, and I hit my stride, and I just kept going. And if it wasn't 2 in the morning, and if I didn't have to get up and be very awake in 7 hours, I would keep going, which is so frustrating because I'm not a morning person, but I need to be up in the morning. But my writing this evening has gone so well. Honestly, seriously considering pulling an all-nighter or something in the future, or staying up until 5 in the morning just to see how much writing I can do really late at night, but that's for another day. So I guess after writing 3,372 words today, I will see you guys tomorrow.
I'm currently wearing the same long sleeve shirt that I've been wearing on and off for the past couple of days because I didn't pack right for Florida. And even though it's 77 degrees right now, I'm sitting in the shade and so I'm still kind of chilly. So I've been wearing this shirt like on and off for the past 3 days. I did just wrap up a 20-minute writing sprint where I got almost 600 words. But during that writing sprint, I was realizing how nice it is to be outside and writing by the pool, and just it feels like I'm living the dream. Like I'm sitting at a table next to the pool, the fountains are running in the background, I was doing a time lapse of the clouds behind me, it's like a mostly sunny day. It's just a good day to write. And yes, I will be writing today in between work calls, but that's fine print. It is now 10:30 on April 5th. I have done 4 writing sprints so far, totaling an hour, and I've written about 1,300 words. But that's just so far today. It is 10:30 and it's time to do another writing sprint. I just passed 2,000 words for the day. I do want to mention that I'm currently writing on 5.5 hours of sleep and I just want to go to bed. I feel like it's important to mention that I got 5.5 hours of sleep last night because I stayed up so late writing, and I'm kind of regretting being a late night writer, as if I am in control of that, because if that's when I'm productive, that is when I'm going to write. I just really wish that being a late night writer and having a full-time job and living with other people, at least for this week, I just wish that those things like worked out together better. An update from my previous Camp NaNoWriMo vlog, aka the first one of this month. The last like 8 or 12 chapters that I've written have all been in one of the 3 POVs, and here I was thinking that I was getting better at writing chronologically and switching between POVs, and then I wrote 8 or 12 chapters or something all in a row from one character's perspective. And so the update is that I still don't know what's going on. We love that for me. But I am doing that for a somewhat good reason. That is the only character that's currently talking to me. And with that, I have now passed 3,000 words for the day. I know that I mentioned a little bit earlier that a lot of my recent chapters have all been in the same perspective, but during that last sprint, I actually came up with ideas for another POV character and how to go back and add some chapters amongst the ones I have already written to kind of like work on their arc. And so that's very promising, and I'll get to go back and add those things in over the next couple days. But I was noticing that short sprints saved me today. I ended up doing 9 sprints totaling 2 hours and 20 minutes. I was mostly bouncing between 10 and 15-minute writing sprints. I did have a couple 20-minute writing sprints. I ended on some 20-minute writing sprints this evening, but I wrote 3,350 words in those 2 hours and 20 minutes of writing sprints across 9 sprints. And it is still before 1 a.m. So I'm considering that a win, considering I was up so late last night and got so little sleep last night because of it. I used to think, and by used to, I mean like late last year, that I wrote the best in the mornings because it was when I could like sneak up on writing when I wasn't fully awake to get a lot of words in. But I used to be such a nighttime writer, and now I'm falling back into that, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but I do kind of wish that with a job, with a social life, with just, you know, being a human, I wish that writing at night wasn't so hard and didn't make me sacrifice sleep, because I really don't want to be sacrificing sleep. But I think I am fully back into night writing again, because for the past like 3 weeks I have stayed up at least to 1 a.m. every single night, but I've had multiple nights where I hit like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, just like a little too late in my brain. So I want to know down in the comments below what time of day you think you are the most efficient of a writer or most productive or of a writer, or maybe when throughout the day you think you get the best words. Because when I was attempting to be a morning writer by starting my mornings with writing and kind of like sneaking up on writing and not letting me talk myself out of writing, being an evening writer, it seems that I find my flow like after 11 p.m. And as happy as I am to get those words in, my sleep schedule is not. So in summary, I guess that is April 5th. I am now sitting at 38,769 words, and now it is time for bed. Today is April 6th, even though it's technically April 7th because it is 12:40 in the morning. I've only done one writing sprint today and I got about 400 words during that. But now that it is past midnight, I just kind of want to go to bed, even though I know I need to hit like 3,000 today to stay on pace, which that will be explained in a future video. But I kind of just want to rest tonight. I will be on a plane tomorrow. I write really well on planes if I force myself to write on the plane, aka if I don't get swept up in reading Kingdom of Ash. But I think I'm going to try and pose it in such a way where I do get to spend most of my airplane ride writing, but I want to set that up really well tonight and just like brainstorm some things that can happen in the next couple of chapters so that writing is easier tomorrow, because then I don't also have to be doing the brainstorming for the chapters that I will be writing. My hair is feeling very big right now, but it is 40 minutes later. I ended up doing like 406 words of brainstorming and rough outlining. Basically just like a flow of consciousness of like what I roughly think is gonna happen for like 2 of the 3 perspectives. And then a little bit for the furthest along perspective as well, kind of like the next steps to get to this turning point. And I've kind of been writing up to this turning point in this one perspective that I've been like primarily focused on for the past several days. And now what I kind of want to do is go back and fill in the chapters for the other perspectives so that moving forward I can continue to write linearly, even though I have spent most of my time working on this one POV for, like I said, the past several days. Even though I am very happy with how I've done it, because getting that far in that POV has set up some of the things that need to happen in the other 2 POVs, so that definitely gave me some sense of guidance, which has been very nice. And hopefully breaking down what needs to happen for each POV for the next couple of chapters will make my writing tomorrow hopefully a little bit smoother. You might have also noticed that in the last time-lapse clip, I was writing in chunks of green highlighted text. And I was just doing that so that it's very easy for myself to like mark where I left off in each of the POVs and kind of my ideas moving forward. I kind of broke it up like that so it's super obvious to know where in the document those things are. But in those 832 words that I wrote today in an hour, I'm feeling very good about like the slight framework that I was able to give myself. And I'm kind of hoping my like subconscious will work on this overnight before I get started working on this tomorrow, which, because now I am in the very early hours of the morning on April 7th, will have to be in my next writing vlog. But really quick before I close out, I am currently sitting at 11,601 words so far written in the first 6 days of April. My project of CBH is currently sitting at 39,601 words, and things are feeling very good. All right, I think that's gonna be it for me today, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really helps my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked my video and that someone else might too. I want to know down in the comments below how your Camp Nano is going, if you're participating, and if not, you know the drill. I still want to hear about how writing is going with you. And if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it so you get updated every time I upload a brand new video. With that, you guys, I think I'm going to have to close out here, but thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!